Good morning or good day, wherever you are. Welcome to our global webinar series, Real-Time Daily Trading Ideas. We have 5 days a week, 5 different traders. We will speak about trading ideas, strategies, markets feeding, and maybe 1 or 2 questions from your side directly answered in our webinar. Our goal is every day the same, even today on Thursday, 25th of October 2018. Quick and smart, so let's have a nice start like every day. And like every day, we will start with our risk disclaimer. Forex and CFDs are complex instruments and come with a high risk of losing money rapidly due to leverage. If you are a starter, please start with a demo account and make yourself familiar with long trading, short trading, leverage trading, and your personal risk management. If you'd like to read the full risk disclaimer, just visit one of our web pages, for example, admiralmarkets.com, and you will find the long version of the risk warning here and also other information like, for example, key information documents, the kits, everything to find on our web pages. Same like the information about retail client and professional client offers. If you are in the European Union, since August 2018, there are 2 client groups, retail clients, professional clients, because of the ESMA regulation in the European Union. Most important for many traders are the margin requirements. 2 prominent examples, DAX 30 or also Euro-Dollar. Retail client, professional client margin requirements is quite different, like you can see here over the 2 pictures displayed. If you are a professional client and you like to get this professional client status, you can apply for it if you met the criteria. All the criteria are found on the web pages, so a specific link is here displayed. Retail clients will have the benefit of unlimited protection against negative balances. Professional clients, not by regulation, but some brokers and of course Admiral Markets too have an additional protection. We call it negative balance protection policy. Following this policy, you are protected also as a professional client up to 50,000 British pounds, what is round about 70,000 euro. All details also above this link about via that link here. This is me. My name is Jens. My English made in Germany, but I'm not the main speaker. The main speaker is the day trader of today. We are international Forex and CFD broker, over 18 country offices. So the main speaker is on Monday, Jay. On Tuesday, Paul. On Wednesday, Giancarlo. Like today on Thursday, Markus. And on Friday, DAX. This is our scheme. Our leading day traders live every business day, every trading day to the same time. And of course, doesn't matter if you're retail client or professional client, everybody gets the same spreads and conditions. DAX 30 or also Euro-Dollar, 2 examples, 0.8 pips or points spread during main trading hours without additional commission. Check it out on admiralmarkets.com, for example. Or contact us, you can call us, you can send us email, or visit YouTube or Facebook. A couple of hours later, our live webinars usually are available as a video at our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening to me. And now it's time for our day trader of the day. Good morning, good day. Markus, what's your view to the markets today?
Good morning, everybody. Thanks, Jens, for the great introduction as every time, as every week. And warm welcome. So where's my cam? I'm at home in my home office. Just a moment, I will give you my cam that you can see and you can look into my eyes. This is a great morning. Thanks for attending this webinar, and I hope you're doing good. You had a great night, sweet dreams, and so welcome to our webinar this morning. And again, thanks, Jens, for this introduction. You know, success is not a fantasy, it's your formula. And you see this is one of the easiest trading approaches you can use with a high probability for success, 22%, if you make sure that the bigger trend is running in the same direction. And good morning to everybody. You can see it in the chat above me on the other screen. So hold on your rules. You know, we have 5 rules. You need a trend. We need the correction coming out the accumulation phase. You know that. The trend must be really young or not too major. Then we have to wait if we see the rebound in the correction phase in this zone. That's really important. And to make sure where is our target, we use Fibonacci and our market profile. With this in our minds, we switch to the markets, and you see this is a look back to our last 5 days, the last week. So just a moment, where is my, here is it. Yes, this is, we had a nice profit factor last week, 2.25. You see we are in a winning zone. We had 1 loser and the rest was only winners. Let's see what happened there. First of all, that was my mistake. That was my fault. Look at this one, Aussie Canadian dollar. We made such a great preparation about it. You see, Aussie Canadian dollar, we want to go out, we want to go long, because about this divergence here, and we are very far in the extremely zone. We want to go back in the fairly valued zone. And as you can see, the idea was good. The idea was great, but the practice of mine was very bad. I've forgotten to make my winners here, my gains here, to take my money out from the table. That was my mistake. But the good thing at this, I can show you how does it work, and you see we are going from the extremely zone back to the point of control. But I've forgotten that we have yesterday Canadian rate hike, and this was my mistake, so it was a little bit stupid loser. So, but I'm a human as well, like you, and now you can see how you shouldn't make it. That's the big education effect here in this kind. But the other Euro Canadian dollar was a little bit better, but here you can see I put my stop into the winning zone, and but the same, I've forgotten to make my gainers here and to take my money out from the table. So, and but a great winner was here in New Zealand against US dollar, and here you can see how it works. We have our trend. You can see we have here our correction. We have our balance candle. That's most important, and then stop below 100.3, and then go. Forest run Forest, and you see we had a great winner. The price went back into to the point of control. It's so easy. It's from the unfairly valued price back to the fairly valued price. It's not so difficult. You need the pure nature of the trend of the trading, and that's not so much. You need the trend, you need the correction. That's the Dow theory, no more no less. You don't need more indicators or oscillators or whatever. Only trend, the correction, the accumulation phase. There's the phase where the big boys are going inside in the market, and you can make the same. Follow the Titanic. Follow the Titanic. Follow the big footsteps. No more, no less. And the market profile gives you a hint. Where are you in the market? Are you unfairly valued or are you fairly valued? So the biggest opportunities are always from the extremely zone back to the green zone. But it was a winner week. It's okay. And mistakes are a part of trading. But the most important thing is that you write it down. What do you make wrong? And what do you make wrong? And that you learn about your mistakes. That's great. Write it down. It's really important that you write it down with your own fingers, with your own hands. Then it goes back in your brain. That's a little bit tricky. That's tricky hints about experience of mine. I have my own diary here, and I write every day. Not always every day, but the most important thing, I write it down in my diary. Okay, so is it possible to ask for your template for MT4? Yes, you can ask, but you need my expert advisor for that, and you need the market profile. Then you can have the template, and if you want to have more information, go on my homepage, you will find me there, or Facebook, or wherever. Okay, new trading ideas. Oh, of course, there's one trade I made. Look at this one. We prepared it last week, Euro against US Aussie dollar, and you can see we had this downtrend here, the rebound to the point of control, and then down, and the bigger trend was the signal. That's important. You know, on the first slide I showed you, 27% if the bigger trend is supporting you. That's the big thing at this, and you can see we have this double bottom, double top here on the higher side, and in an extremely zone, and mostly the price will go back down. And this was the signal, and you could see we were here very far in a winning zone, and as I trailed my stop low under the last 0.3, and there I stopped out. Winner, it's okay, it's fine, everything is good. But you can see the rebound at the point of control and then down. So now I have 1, 2, 3 proposals for you for the next days. We're starting with Aussie Swiss franc, and here you can see in the bigger trend. This is the daily chart. The first what you attend, what you can see here, what you realize, we are in the extremely zone, and you see the point of control is here. We are in the extremely zone, and you know the price will go back from unfairly valued back to fairly valued. Look at this one. You can see now. I will paint for you. I'm a painter today. You see movement, correction, movement, correction, and then the price started a new movement, but it break. It wasn't able to continue the trend for the first time, and now we are back a little bit in a correction. But a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break, especially we are in an unfairly valued zone here. And as long as the price doesn't leave this point to the lower side, we can the price is able to continue this trend. So, and it's a trading idea for the next weeks in the hourly chart. And you can see, first of all, we are in the fairly valued price zone actually. And now you can see we have a little bit of trend. You can see this next very nice. Maybe we start here, movement, correction, movement, and when the next correction will come and goes back to the point of control, and you can see here a stabilization with balanced candle, our rules, 5 rules, then you can, I would make a long trend here in this position. But wait for the next correction. This is the movement right now, but we don't make trades in the move, because we know after every move the next correction will come. It's always the same procedure. That's the behavior. That's the nature of prices. After the next move, the next correction will come, and this is meaning of a trend. Okay, that's Aussie Swiss franc. Aussie Japanese yen. It's an interesting situation. There are more than one facts who is supporting the daily chart. Look at this one. First of all, you see we are here at the border from the unfairly zone to the fairly price zone. And maybe if we can see here a stabilization through a balance candle, not today. Not today, there are so much pressure at the price right now. But if you can see, maybe here in this price segment, here you can see a stabilization in the extremely zone, then the probabilities are increasing that the price will go back to the point of control, and the point of control there, really far away from us. And the seasonal shows us the same thing, rising prices. And with this in our mind, you have a great support by the upward trend. 20-70% probabilities. When you make sure that the bigger trend is supporting you by the own trend, maybe by own coming of the accumulation phase, by divergences, or by great support or resist support, you have here is the third option in the bigger trend. This is you can use it. So we switch to our signal trend, Aussie Japanese yen, and you can see great stuff. A little bit like the Aussie Swiss franc. You can see Aussie Swiss franc, and now you have our trend. We have our trend here, and now movement, correction. We are in the move. We wait when the price come back to the point of low. Here you can see the border from the unfairly priced to the fairly priced. And if the price will come back and will stabilization here at this point, then you can make your long trend back to the point of control. This is a great opportunity for the next days, but only in the next correction, not yet. We don't make trades in the move, only when the price come back to the correction zone. And last but not least, then I will give you answer to your question. I saw it. New Zealand, Japanese yen, the same procedure. You can see the stabilization here at the point of low. Can you see it here? A great support here. It's a great support. And if you can see here at the next 1 or 2 balance candles, then you can see the stabilization here. It's a great support.
Just a sidebar from my side. From time to time, we have also new participants, or every time new participants. If the moderator show also the webcam, you can just, like with any window, make it bigger or smaller. So some feedback that they just see Markus, what is great. So if you like to see the chart, just like with any Windows, with Windows PCs, just make the windows big or small, and then you should see the screen. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Yes, you can switch the picture. And so if you can see here the stabilization here, it's a great chance to make trades in the hourly chart. It's only the big picture. You switch to the hourly chart, and here you can see, first of all, we have a downtrend. That's not our opportunity, but you can see we are a little bit in the fairly value price zone. And what we have to do, because we want to go long, of course, you have to wait if the price come back here or deeper in the extremely zone. That's the most important thing. Not here in the fairly price zone. Here can happen everything, but we have to wait if the price come back to the extremely zone, because we want to go long back to the fairly value zone. Not yet. It's the move. We want to have the price deeper, and if you can see here this trend, then you can make your trade into the long side to back to the point of control. Not yet. It's really important. Not yet. Not trades here. No trades here in the move, because the price is actually in the fair value. So here can happen everything. There are in this space. We don't have any probabilities on our side. And this is what you have to do. You have to make sure before you set up your trade that you make sure that as most as possible probabilities are on your side. This is so much important. And then you are able to make great success in trading. So let's have a look at the Dow. Because we see actually a great sharply decrease. Here we are, and it's an interesting picture. Look at this one. It's amazing. Look, the price came back from the extremely zone to the point of control. Even the seasonals shows us increasing prices. Doesn't matter. The price will go back to the fairly value zone. No more, no less. So first of all, we see we have a downtrend. Actually, that's important. You see, we have this valid downtrend, but now we reached our point of control. And now, if you can see here a stabilization at this point, you can make it. You can switch the hourly chart, and maybe you can make a long trend. But actually, we are in a downtrend, and we need this stabilization. But it's also possible that the price will go down to the point of low. Maybe you have to see, you have to wait, because actually we see here trend continuation candles. In Heikin Ashi, it's the indicator I told you yesterday in the webinar. I made an education webinar yesterday at Admiral Markets, oscillators and indicators, and I talked about that we see Heikin Ashi are two candles, trend continuation candles and balance candles. And now we are in trend continuation candles. We need a balance candle here, and then we can think about a correction trade to the upper side with the rebound here at the point of control. Okay, so I see here a question, Jens. I will give you the answer at least. How long do you have a position open on average, and how much do you gain average per trade, including losing and winning ones? So I hold my position sometimes for days, because I only make trades in the hourly chart. I'm a swing trader. I'm day trader as well, because a lot of my guys in my trading service are day traders. But I'm personally make only trades in hourly charts because I don't have time for trading, because my focus is on coaching for my clients. And so it's possible that I hold my trades for 1 week, at least Swiss franc, Japanese yen, I hold for 4 weeks. And I make win allowed with this one position, 3 or 4%. Actually, I'm in the winning zone this month with about a little bit more than 10% this month, and I'm satisfied with it. And so I think you have to learn it. So my performance is not important, because it doesn't help you when I'm successful, but you can do it. You cannot do it. You have to make it by yourself. So my performance is not important. I will teach you, I can teach you, I can show you what you have to do, but you have to be disciplined. You have to hold your rules. So it's not important what I'm doing. You have to do it. It's your decision, not mine. So, but with this, if you make sure that you have a trend, that you're in the correction zone, and that you know where are you, like market profile, then you can be successful in trading. So that's all. I hope you learned a little bit for this webinar, and I wish you a lot of success for the next days, and we will see us next week again. And with this in our mind, I wish you a great week, and with this, back to Jens.
Thanks a lot. 5 days a week, 5 different traders, but quick and smart. So tomorrow is another day. If you like our series, hope to see you all again tomorrow. And if you like to see and view it again, what you saw today, just wait 1 or 2 hours and then it will be available on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/AdmiralMarketsFX. Thanks. Greetings from Berlin office of Admiral Markets, and all the time, good trades.